and not overlooked when it comes to legislation and other kinds of things that matter to us. Antoinette Alvarez Titan Restoration is the vendor sponsor of a new program which is going to be announced next month at a lunch meeting of CAI and NARPM. It's a joint meeting. It's here at the Elks Club in this room. So it's Wednesday, June, write this down everybody, we all want to attend. Wednesday, June 22nd, 11:30 to 1 in this room. And it is going to be the rollout of the new program that we've put together so that we all work together. And it will include procedures, forms, checklists, etc. It's a very exciting thing that we're putting together. And the community managers are starting to really get behind this. So we want to be there too and represent our group there as well. And so I wanted to thank those of you who worked on that group too. On March 23rd, the announcement that, not March, May 23rd, sorry, May 23rd. I would like to suggest that as many of us as possible attend that, what are they calling it? The broker something or other. This is the one, this is the AAR presentation at TAR, where Judy Lowe is coming down with a whole group of folks. Here's my suggestion, that as many of us as possible attend that. It's at TAR. I don't remember what the time is. But that we sit together at tables representing property management. And here's my reasoning. There are going to be a lot of people who are involved in legislation in that room. We want to make our presence known. You may want to ask questions. You know, have we addressed this, or why haven't we addressed this? It's 8:30 to 11:30, so they're not serving us any food. And it's at TAR, right? Okay. So, anybody who's interested in attending that, if we could all get together, that would be terrific. I think it would be very powerful if there were an actual group of us there. I know Ginny's going to go.
I go every time.
Yeah. And last, and then I'll get off of the dais. Last is on, and this is for brokers and company principals and also people who are designated by the broker to attend. We're going to have our 3rd annual broker conference. It's going to be at La Paloma again this year. It's on Friday, July 29th, and the time is from 10 to 6 p.m. Now, that encompasses a lot of stuff. So we're going to have speakers like we did last year, and they're going to, and it's all centered on company management topics like profitability, risk management, internet marketing, HOA laws, cyber theft, which we all have to start thinking of now. It's going to be very exciting. Security issues. The executive director of the International Crime-Free Association is going to be one of our presenters. He is also going to have a breakout session between 5 and 6, so that's why I'm saying between 10 and 6. The official program ends at 4. There's going to be a reception after that, and then we're going to have the breakout between 5 and 6. So you will be getting announcements on all this via email, but please save that date. It's going to be a very powerful session for all of you company owners or principals of your company. And if your broker can't go and wants to send you, that's fine with us too. I think that's it. Any questions about anything? Okay. Thank you.
Leslie mentioned
mentioned the SPUDs for rental properties is one of the forms that's being developed, and we expect by August or so that should be approved for use. I went to a technology meeting recently. The committee was looking to make some changes on the Flex MLS regarding pets, and we've eliminated the question on pets regarding assistive animals allowed, yes or no, and that's been eliminated, and you'll start to see down at the bottom of every rental report there'll be a disclaimer that says that assistive animals must be accepted according to the ADA, and a deposit or fee is not permitted. So you will start to see that at the bottom of every client and agent report. And so the only question that remains now is, are pets considered yes or no? And then if you want to elaborate on that, you can do so under the remarks section. So that was kind of the outcome of that. We're still working on trying to get some statistics for rentals. Now, of course, in order to do that, we need participation of everyone that belongs to MLS Flex to use the system for their rentals and to keep it accurate. So when you do rent something, please put down that it's closed, which is the rented category, and put down the rent amount, because we're working towards getting some statistics of the number of rentals, the number that have rented, the price ranges, maybe by zip code or area. So we're trying to work towards that. I'm getting resistance from the technology committee because they look at the rentals and they're criticizing the information that's in there. They don't think there's a lot of worthwhile information. So it's really important that we all use it and all complete the rental when the property is rented. The only other thing is to remember that in September we've got the Real Estate Expo coming up. That's Thursday, September 15th. The TAR Property Management Committee and NARPM will have a booth, and so anybody that would like to help out covering the booth is more than welcome. And certainly when you go to the expo, stop by the booth and get some information. And the theme this year is a Western cowboy theme for the expo, so that'll be a lot of fun. Okay.
Melody. Anything? Big you.
I am the membership coordinator this year. Don't really have too much new for you guys. I would like to introduce my guest for today, and I don't know if you guys know, you can all bring a guest to recruit people to join, if you will. And today, I brought Laura Beal with me. Laura and I have known each other, I don't know, early 90s in multifamily management, and she is doing single family now as well. So, is anybody else bring a guest today that we'd like to introduce?
We're going to Mark. I brought Mark. And he can.
Mark is?
I'm from Brady Case. Just met Deb yesterday and made sure that stop watching by me. So learn more about your group here and let you guys know we offer services for paid services on the boards, or just make it easier on the paying side. So we're definitely here to help. Free service. So. Well, thank you.
Can I ask a question about this grading page? Do you guys just supply the paint related to supplies, or do you guys like that paint or
If we manufacture, so we can also supply the paint, but we can also, if you have a need for painters, we can offer that as well. I mean, we'll give you license, of course. Just this stuff.
Thank you. So I'd like to welcome all of the guests, and again, you guys are more than welcome to bring guests. Our chapter covers their lunch fee as a one-time guest, so we would encourage you to do that. If you guys have any you think is interested in joining, please give my info. Thank you.
You're going to introduce yourself there?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
this, my,
I introduced myself when we went around at the beginning.
Oh. Oh, that's right, we're doing committee reports. Oh, duh. I'm confused. Okay, Steve.
I'm the lounge singer.
Yeah.
Steve's friend.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see him.
All right, well, as the programs chair, I just wanted to share with you guys kind of the intent behind the survey we did, I think it was a couple months ago. And we asked everybody to fill that out when you came to the meeting before Eddie would let you leave. Hopefully nobody got any broken legs from Fast Eddie there. But the rationale behind it, I just wanted to give you kind of what we were trying to go for with that and what the results were. So the idea behind the survey was trying to get a feel for what people were doing, what they were involved in, with the idea of developing programs that suited our membership. So we were trying to get a better feel for what might be of interest to you guys as the membership for our monthly meeting programs, maybe future training topics, things like that. So what I'm going to do is just briefly run through the survey, and I ask anybody on the board to chime in if I miss anything or we need to add anything. But so the first question was, how many employees does your company have? And we found that there was a problem with that question, because what we were trying to get at, how many people are, just for lack of a better word, mom and pop shops where it's the broker owner doing the management as well, and how many actually had what might be called line property managers or just leasing agents, stuff like that. The answers we got from that, it was clear that our question was not really a good question, because what we found was a lot of people were from real estate companies that maybe had 50 agents, but they only had maybe 5 people actually that were involved in property management. So in the future, I think we're going to have to frame the question more to something along the lines of, how many properties or how many people manage the properties that your company is property managing, something to that effect, so we get a little clear answer. We ended up with 19 usable surveys in total, is what we did. We tried to go through. Some companies, of course, had more than one representative here, so when we could, we tried to match those up and tried to sort all that out. So like on that question, for instance, I think the average number of employees was 8 per management company, but in knowing a lot of you guys there, that seemed really high to me, because I know a lot of us are just have maybe 1, 2, 3 people, that kind of thing. So anyway, in the future, we want to get a better handle on that to find out again, should we gear more stuff towards quote unquote the line managers? Should it be more geared towards the brokers and owners of the company? That's the kind of stuff we're trying to get a feel for. The next question was, how many units or doors does your company manage? And again, the average per company was 272 units. The median was 235. The reason why we're asking that, and I know some people didn't feel comfortable giving a response to that question, the reason why we ask that is because we want to be able to present to legislative, or to the AAR, the TAR, whoever, that we as property management represent 20,000 property owners out there, whatever that number is, so they can see how much impact we as property managers really have out there in the community. So that's why we're trying to get that number and get an estimate of what that is. It's not because we're looking to spy on any companies or anything like that. And I know some people are very secretive about that number, but that's what we're trying to do, is figure out how big are we collectively, and use that as a force, as Leslie was mentioning, fighting for legislative issues, for the rental tax, whatever the case may be. When one of us steps into the room, it's not just us, it's us and the 500 property owners behind us, or whatever the number is. So that's what we're trying to go for there. Let's see here. Yeah, and then trying to figure out too, again, the third question was, what do you manage besides single family homes, condos, and townhomes? Again, the idea was trying to get a feel for, hey, do we have a lot of people doing just one thing? And so again, should we focus our efforts on that? Or where are we at? A lot of mix, stuff like that. In that, we did have a large mix. There wasn't a large slant towards one thing or another. A few of us as members do HOAs as well as multi-unit and commercial. Obviously, NARPM, the focus is on single-family management. But again, just trying to get a feel for that. Does your company handle furnished rentals? same thing, again, trying to get a feel for how many people do that so we can, if necessary, tweak maybe some of our classes towards